Study Club, it is Pixie, and today I am talking to you. I wasn't gonna make a video today. I was gonna hang out and do my homework and live my life and work on some secret new projects that my Patreon peeps know about, but that's a hairy hairbrush. I've been waiting for the moment, like the spark. You know, that perfect time when you have something on your mind and you know you want to make a vid or you want to talk about it, but you're just waiting for the time. It's the time! Let's talk about bodies, specifically mine. If you're new to my channel or you haven't seen every single video in my like 5 years worth of content on this channel, let me fill you in on some just deets about myself that are kind of important. I struggled with anorexia and bulimia pretty severely in middle school and was hospitalized due to that and suicidal ideations, which we now realize is because of my borderline personality disorder. But I also was diagnosed this year, again, along with the borderline, with just disordered eating. And I've made videos about body image and body positivity and even eating disorders a little bit on my channel before, but I haven't done any since I gained a relatively significant amount of weight in the past year and maybe a bit. And being a person on the internet, like a YouTuber, who's been YouTubing since literally I was still in high school, you guys get to watch me on a almost weekly basis for the past 5 years, and the internet can see every single way that my face and body changes shape and form. And anyone can say whatever they want about that. And this video is not about, you know, internet hate. I think it's obvious, I think it's been said a million times, the way that the internet treats people when they gain weight or lose weight or when they're maybe a little thick or a little chubby or whatever. The comments I have read about myself on the internet, and I haven't read a lot, but I know they're out there, because people, bless their hearts, tell me. If I saw those comments back when I was in middle school, they would have ended me. The way that the internet treats people that are maybe a little chubby or have gained weight online is sickening and unacceptable, and I am so grateful and happy that I have at least healed to a point in my life now where I can coexist with it and accept it and be okay and not let it destroy me. But like, y'all, think before you speak. But what I more so want to talk about is like how it feels and my experience and how I've really come to terms lately with just honestly and 100%. I'm so excited. I'm like shaking a little bit. I love my body. Ooh, I said it. Okay. And I am the thickest I have ever been. If you've been keeping up with the Pixie Locks channel, you may have noticed over the past, again, year and a half or two, that I have thickened like a rich strawberry milkshake a bit. You know, there are photos of me as a teenager in J-fashion on the internet and like on my own accounts, because I'm not ashamed of them or anything, but like, man, as someone who is a recovered anorexic and bulimic, it is very interesting and very much a battle, I think, no matter kind of where your headspace is at. I remember saying in middle school, if I am ever over 100 pounds, I am going to kill myself. And then I lived happily, and like numbers don't matter, but I lived happily at around like 120, and now I don't check the scale. I don't think it's necessary. I think I check how my clothes feel, how I feel, how my body looks in the mirror, how I feel when I run and I go up the stairs to the fashion room, and when I'm f***ing twerking to Lizzo with my friends. And especially being in fashion school, it's taught me a lot about sizing and the fashion industry and how like literally sizing does not make sense and is not real. Like, there's a standard size 10 and standard size 12, but there's no regulation. Stores don't have to abide to that. Do you think you go into H&M and the size 10 is the same as even, like, I don't know, probably the other size 10 garments they have there? No! That's just one little tidbit. Don't, like, sizing is fake. Sizing is conspiracy! So anyway, where was I? Being a person who at one point said, if I'm ever over 100 pounds, like, and being definitely over 150 pounds at this point for sure, and loving my body and feeling more confident and proud and sexy, dare I say, on just a day-to-day basis than I did when I was 120 pounds and, like, super not okay. And again, these numbers don't mean anything to you. This is just, I don't know, if it helps to tell my story, if that helps you give an idea of where my headspace is at. And a lot of this, I think, has been thanks to media and really honing in my media and making sure that I'm not, let me say, ingesting any anti-fat ideals. And that includes YouTubers, body positive YouTubers, just real people, watching real good people doing real good things. I also haven't photoshopped or, I don't know, like facetuned or whatever my body in a long time. I used to. Ooh, coming out as a photoshopper. Yeah, well, it's obvious. Like, if you go back to really old photos of me, I photoshopped my waist because I was so f***ing sick in the head that even though I was like 110, 120 pounds, I still felt the need to be like, my rib cage should be smaller. It is sick. And now I don't know where my rib cage is, and it doesn't care. It doesn't care. I started unfollowing people that, and no, I don't want to get on a like anti-Facetune, anti-Photoshop rant because I know photography and models get photoshopped and it is kind of an art, but personally in my own photos, I do not manipulate my body at all anymore and haven't for a long while. And to help me in kind of realizing that that was okay and not feeling like I was, I don't know, disgusting or worse in comparison to other people, I did start unfollowing people that heavily Photoshop or Facetune, and that helped me at least for a while. And maybe I'll refollow these people because, I don't know, people have things to offer other than that, obviously, but when you're trying to recover and you're trying to change the way that your brain thinks about bodies and beauty and perception and literally like, it can help to kind of hone your media and put better influences in front of yourself that make you feel good about yourself the way you are. And I guess that's kind of why I'm making this video, because I want to be able to, at one point, maybe, I don't know, be that person for someone else. And I know I'm not at that point yet at all because it's taken me this long to even make this video addressing that, like, yeah, I gained weight, like, she's there. We've ripened, we've thickened, we've blossomed, we've bloomed. Some people that have really helped me, specifically in this kind of journey of body positivity acceptance, like 2.0, because even when I was, can I say thin? I'm gonna say thin. When I was freaking thin, because at that point I definitely thought I was fat, and that's why I was photoshopping my friggin' waist tinier, but bitch, you were small. Even when I was smaller, I was still kind of like, I was making body positive art, and I was really in this like, I still was always, for one example, I made this art piece when, like, I kind of look like that now and definitely didn't then. And it's like, thank you, past me, for, like, rooting for me then. Like, it's like that kind of thing. I was, like, ready for thick Jill to come through. I don't know. I think that it really helps to talk about it more, normalize it more. I'm finally like accepting and selling clothes that don't fit me anymore. I was hanging on to like these teeny tiny 25-inch waist skirts, and it's like, okay, I've accepted. That's just not healthy for me. I don't want to ever, I don't like looking at that in my closet, reminding myself that one day maybe I'll want, no! Like, Girl, my thigh is the size my waist used to be. In fashion, you get to know all your measurements very up close and personal. And that's fine! Yeah, some people specifically that have really helped me are Body Posy Panda or Megan Jane Crab, Amelia Fart, Drew Monson. Those are the main three off the top of my head that just, yeah, I'm like, hell yeah, we can do anything. Helen Anderson, I've been watching her for like ever and ever and ever and ever. She's total queen, total thick thigh queen. And I'm at a point where I think I wanna embrace it. I think I just am me now. And I really like that feeling. I like feeling good and whole and okay as I am, and I hope that maybe I can help other people discover that feeling. Cause like, damn, can I get mega ultra super deep? I've gone through so much growth and changing over the past year since getting diagnosed with BPD and being in college. Oh my god, being in college, living alone. Well, not alone, you know what I mean. I say living alone, I mean not being at my parents'. College on its own made me, okay, I've been sitting here trying to think of a word for it, but honestly, college made me woker. But no, in all honesty, it really just, we had a course in our final semester called Art for Social Change, and it really, that triggered my brain to really think about things in a very different way. And I'm gonna make a whole video about that very soon, I think, before the end of 2020 at least. And, oh my god, that's not soon at all! I'm gonna make a video about that very soon, before the end of the year for sure. But I really, honestly, wholeheartedly want to just be on this planet to make it a better place. And that might sound like God complexy, but I literally just, I want my role as a being to serve and warmthen and cosify, and I want to make people feel happy and valued and good as hell. And did I say happy? Because I think happiness is honestly just the most important thing. And that also bleeds into like my career and my goal as a fashion designer, because that's what I'm thinking about 7 hours a day as I'm like cutting paper. Why am I doing this? I am so extremely inspired by slow fashion brands like Big Bud Press and Mokuyobi Threads, and I just think really putting these positive influences and good, wholesome, like real people doing the real thing the real good way on my feed instead of, I don't know, warped perceptions of reality and things that just are unattainable and are gonna make me feel like shit. Especially on YouTube. Oh my god, the little ... don't recommend this channel feature. I kept getting recommended before and after weight loss videos and like scary, trendy diet, like not healthy, like, you know, K-pop lemon for a day diet videos before and after in my recommended. Please, no. Thank you, YouTube, for letting me say, go away. Not today. I don't know. I think it can help you like set yourself up for success. Don't make it harder on yourself. If you're like, if you haven't eaten all day and then you like, I don't know, sit down and you're snacking and you feel guilty about it because eating disorders and mental illness suck and you feel guilty just for eating food and fueling your body, and then you open YouTube and you get a like, you should be eating only cucumbers, loser ad, like, just make it easier on yourself. Defeat half the battle. Just keep that stuff out of your life. But I am definitely in the body posi sphere right now, and I feel honestly better than I've ever felt about my body. And again, this is the biggest I've ever been. Oh, let me put on an outfit that actually makes sense. I mentioned earlier in this video that I was inspired by creators like Amelia Fart, Drew Monson, Body Posi Panda, and I don't know if anything I say in this video is gonna be useful or come across or reach anyone at all, but I know that those people really, really reached me and made a difference in my like heart-brain way at work. Thank you. And Drew Monson recently in a video, actually in his last video he just posted, had this very beautiful moment where he just kind of showed what he got and was very open and transparent and zero Facetune, like almost like zero editing, like only jump cuts. And honestly, when I saw that, I was like, that's what gave me the courage to make this video. Ah, oh my god. How many times can I cry about Drew Monson? Anyway, I'm gonna show you my butt now. The fact that I've been able to get better literally by like YouTube and media almost alone is so powerful and magical. I found so many resources online, and that's just awesome. I'm happy about that. I'm literally crying happy tears because I feel great, and I hope you can feel great too, and I hope maybe this helps in some way. I'd like to end this video by inserting some clips of the specific creators I was talking about and the very moments that play through my head over and over, and like the specific things that have really touched me and helped me, and just those motivational quotes that get you through, because I don't know if anything I said in this video is remotely comprehensible or will get through to anyone, but I know that these definitely got through to me. So I'm also gonna link the full videos down below. Please go support them and subscribe immediately. Alright, I love you guys so much, and I'm going to see you in the next video, which is not this one, because you're gonna see some clips now.
I went from starving myself and making myself throw up as a teenager in an attempt to be skinny, because that's what I thought would make me a powerful and valuable person, to trying to change my perception of what makes a woman valuable and powerful. I wanted to try and accept myself the way I was, and to put less value on shrinking and being small, and to stop associating my worth with how much I was desired by men. So I stopped starving myself, and I changed the media I consumed. So I stopped ingesting anti-fat ideas, and I started wearing whatever I wanted to wear, which were clothes that hid my body. The further away I got from my eating disorder and the mentality that I had that created it, the fatter I became. Because it's actually okay to make yourself feel comfortable. And I do feel comfortable. I don't think about how ugly I might look if someone takes a picture from a low angle. And I don't second guess what my body looks like when I run or when I move or when I dance, because I genuinely feel safe and protected in what I wear.
But you know those memes that are like, when like 20 minutes into the edible, this edible ain't 21 minutes into the edible, and then it's like a picture of SpongeBob screaming, you know? That's what me gaining weight was like. It was like age 21, this diet isn't hitting me. Age 22, SpongeBob screaming, and he's chubby. There just is fat people. It's just the way it is. Some of them have trouble losing weight. Some of them are born with bodies that gain weight easier. Some of them just don't want to lose weight. They're there, so why don't we tell them that it's okay? Why can't we just do that? And especially this, like, he's a big guy, like he's a fat man, and him just like showing every angle of himself and being like taking his belly out and just like not being scared to like look unflattering or wear an ugly shirt or be like, I'm going to McDonald's now, here's my gigantic order. It's like, I literally felt like inspired to like be more myself. And by the way, I'm going to be inspired by that right now and show you every angle of my face and body. This is what I'm working with. This is what I have. These are what I live with. This is me. That's me. That's me. I'm kind of big. I'm kind of chubby. It's amazing. We love it. Not all the time.
So, as of right now, winter 2019, this is my body. This is definitely a big step for me just to be out here on YouTube in my undies, but I've been doing YouTube for 5 years now. I'm an adult, and I think the value of seeing real, live, unphotoshopped bodies online is irreplaceable. I was especially inspired by Megan Crab's #Don'tHateThisShake videos on Instagram, which pretty much changed my entire world when I discovered them, and I knew that eventually one day, I would become her. I have big thighs, and cellulite, and stretch marks, and self-harm scars, and I'm really, truthfully, honestly done hiding them, because this is my body, and I am happier than I have ever been in my entire life.